Crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. Play clock winding down. Drake will start the drive on the ground across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it.
It's in press coverage here. Off the play fake. Shields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on 3rd down. Shields. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, Drake. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Shields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Shields. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Back to throw. Parsons. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. On first down, Parsons. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Back to the air on second down. Parsons. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on third and long. Parsons. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. Nifty footwork at the 45. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. Oh, spinning away. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Shields. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here we go.
They run the counter now on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Parsons. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, and
they'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he's got it up and through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on first down. Shields toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll go down at the 28. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
From the gun, Shields. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields. He'll set up the screen to Drake. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went.
To throw on 2nd down. Parsons eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parsons being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Look at the dance and the juke. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On first down, Shields. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Shields. He finds Beckham complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he's forced out left, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Parsons. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They go play action here on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Parsons. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Off play action. Parsons. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Shields. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has absorbed the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Stephon Tuitt able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Parsons. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On the give, this is Drake. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Looking to throw on second down. Shields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Off the play fake. Shields. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to throw. Shields. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Right back to Drake. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He's got his man on the comebacker. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, the receiver's breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunky yardage picked up there.
And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Parsons. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Parsons. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run with Drake. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Play action. Shields. Going left side, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st and 10. Shields. Allen here on the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Shields going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. Parsons toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd and long. Parsons. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A give to Drake running left. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting there?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds some open. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. To throw on 2nd down. Parsons. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parsons. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Shields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing on first down. Parsons. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw on second down. Parsons. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Parsons dancing to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake. Parsons. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on third and long. Parsons. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
That one looks like he'll throw here. escape, and he goes.
Time and time again.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain.